Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we are playing a very special game called All For You. This is my second time playing it and this is my first time on Face Game. If you're wondering why I'm playing this game again, it's because I'm supposed to. Mickey said something very interesting last night about the All For You game. I asked because she said before that you have to play it 25 times to 100% the game. So I was like, okay, does that apply to the demo as well? And then she said these words.
Does the 25 replay thing apply to the demo? No, it does not apply to the demo because K stops you. In the full game, K will not be able to stop you.
K stops me? Now, if you don't know who K is, we're just gonna reference back to Seduce Me for really quick.
Hey girls, hey! Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to see you! Have a seat, I'll be with you in a minute, okay?
Lit. Yeah, and I haven't played Seduce Me 2 yet, and I'm like, there's just this giant gap of information missing for me, and Michaela and everybody else keeps spoiling it for me, and I'm really salty about it, but, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. I plan on buying it soon eventually anyway. If Kay's gonna stop me, what is it like? There's so much I'm missing here, so we have to find out.
先輩、来てくれてありがとう。ちょっと大切なことを言っておきたいの。
Also, my voice is going bye-bye. If I speak any higher than this, it will sound like this. So, we're keeping it down to this level. I don't want to ruin anybody or make anybody laugh uncontrollably because I can't speak like a regular person. Say it.
先輩に会えて、友達になれて、とても嬉しいの。本年度は最高だったわ。
Pocket kiss. Say it.
でも、卒業しちゃったから、もう言ってしまいたいことが。
Ooh. Come on!
私。
Makes me soar up in the sky. If someone dared ask me why, I come crashing down and share the story of us. It makes me feel so high. I am riding on the breeze. When you hold me, I'm at ease. Please never let me go. I love you so. Don't let me go.
I'm sorry. I had to. Hello?
Riley, are you raising your voice at me?
Totally. Maybe. Me?
Riley, is everything okay?
This is totally different from the last time I played. Is that pixelated? Was that like that last time? Hold on, rewind. Was that like that last time? I don't even remember.
We will turn around and...
I'm sorry. Hi, Dad.
Oh, stop it. Riley's probably just playing that video game again.
Yeah, totally. It's not just a video game, Mom. It's a simulation that teaches social interaction and character development through work and dedication. Yeah, that's how most video games are. I say most. Not all of them.
In other words, Riley's right-hand substitute.
Dad!
Enough! Riley, we just got off the airplane, and we're making our way to our connection. Have you packed everything you needed for school?
Fuck school. Yes, Mom.
Good. I know this was such short notice, but at least everything worked out, right? You'll get the whole house to yourself for a couple of weeks, and your nagging parents won't be there to bother you.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I guess.
All right. Make sure you don't stay up too late playing that game now. You need sleep.
Fuck sleep. Yes, Mom.
All right. We love you.
I love you too. Ah! Dad didn't even say goodbye. It's getting worse. This is gonna be one funny-ass video. I already feel it. I'll just finish her route and go to bed.
好きなんです、先輩。
Yeah! Perfect. Now I can start another girl's route tomorrow. This is new, but sometimes it has a way of surprising you. I am now remembering why I didn't want to play this game again, because it has so much fucking dialogue to read. But then again, it's a visual novel, and the word there is novel. Novels have words Lots and lots of words. It's funny how life is full of opportunity and choice. We never really take our own choices into consideration until we look back at them with either regret or joy. The things we do and say become the stepping stones of our lives. It's pretty poetic if you think about it. Our futures are dependent on the choices of our past and present. As a teenager about to graduate high school, the question of my future practically shouted obscenities against my face. I was going to mature into something more than a young adult. I was going to start my life as an independent person in society. The thought of that was scary beyond belief. I didn't know if I was ready to face my future. I wasn't sure if I wanted to face it at all. Did every teenager feel like this? Was this life's rite of passage from being a child to becoming an adult? I was 19. Technically and legally an adult. I was a senior in high school and only a couple weeks away from grabbing my diploma and being let loose into the world. I had no idea how to prepare myself. Probably shouldn't have played this when my voice wanted to go away, but I'm doing it anyway. How was I going to be ready for what the world had in store for me? How was I going to be ready for a job, a family, and getting old? How would I be happy with the job I pick? Would I enjoy every day with the person I love? Would I ever make decisions I regret forever? Oh, this is really like foreshadowing hardcore. There was no way to be sure, no matter what I thought. Still, something in my gut told me that I was going to figure it out. The ringing in my ears wasn't so friendly, though. Ugh. Ugh. Shush, alarm clock. The music. I love the music, okay? The blaring of my alarm clock echoed loudly in my ears and through my room as I unwillingly opened my eyes. Waking from my previously peaceful slumber, my body aches, pleading me to sleep just for a while longer. However, I set an alarm for a reason. I fought against every nerve in my body and sat up, grabbing my smartphone and turning off my alarms. As the noise ended, I let out a contented sigh before I could fall back on my pillows, though. I forced myself to push my legs over the side of my bed and I stood up. Since my parents were out of town for work, I was essentially forced to go to another school because of potential negative behavior due to neglect. She's 19, she can do whatever the fuck she wants. She, he, I don't know. We're a she this time. We're gonna be a she this time. Decided, my brain decided it. What kind of school even has that rule? Stupid schools. Can schools even have that rule in real life? Luckily, there was another public school. Guys, there was another public school that's gonna come back later. I'm gonna make the same remark I made before. I can't read. Had I really grown up? Was I really graduating in less than 2 weeks? You get a girlfriend in 2 weeks? Damn, that's easier. That's making work and making bank better than me. On my chest, just over where my heart would be. Where it would be? Nani? I had a tan heart-shaped mark. It had shown up randomly one day, and I only assumed that it was some sort of reaction from being in the sun too long, or an allergic reaction to some medicine I took. However, the longer I had it, the more I accepted it as a new part of my skin. Not many people saw it except for my family, so it really didn't bother me much. Still, it was something that caught my eye each time I was shirtless in the mirror. Boom! I shook my head and washed my face. I highly doubted anyone at my new school would see it. Unless you get freaky.
Love makes me soar up in the sky. If someone dared to ask me why, please never let me go. I love you so, don't let me go.
I love that song too much. Hello?
Hey, how is everything going? Are you ready for your first day of school?
No. Mom, you called me last night. You don't need to check up on me the morning after.
I know, honey, but I can't help but be ecstatic. You're going to a new school. It's exciting.
No, it fucking sucks. I rolled my eyes with a smile. Ooh, she can hear that, you know. No, Sharky! She went live? Hold on, what's happening? She's not supposed to go live until like... She's not supposed to go live yet.
We're basically testing some things to make
Oh.
sure the video and audio quality looks okay. I record for YouTube and someone knows it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to freak you out, Unseen. Try to make it easier. Unseen! I'm throwing bits! Save it for the official stream!
I have a phone call. This is the third time we're trying this. This looks familiar. Just get through the school year and graduate. Then again, I went to a private school. It's actually not that big of a mistake. Instead, my way was blocked by a large group of people ogling something I couldn't see. What the?
Damn, doesn't she look cute?
Damn right.
Yeah. Oh my god, her outfit is to die for.
That sounds like Michaela, but it could be Michaela's sister.
Alright, look over here. Okay.
Okay. And then we got Bae, another Bae. Peeking over the shoulders of the crowd. How tall am I? I could barely see a pair of girls at the front of the gate. One was very pretty with an outfit that almost screamed rich girl, while the other had a high-tech camera and clothes that were littered in cute food icons. From the looks of it, the entire situation was just a fashion photo shoot. Why was it being held against the school gates? I would never know, but I had to somehow get around it in order to go to the office. You gotta be kidding me. Me every day of my life.
Are you done yet? We have to head over to the next area.
Yeah, mouth movement.
Just a minute, I'm almost done. Hold still.
Yes, because you can move around while taking photography. After a few more clicks, the girl with the camera looked down at the screen of it and examined her work. I tapped my foot, hoping this would be done soon. I stared through the crowd. I felt a pair of fingertips. Wait, this is new. I stared at the crowd. I felt a pair of fingers tap my shoulders politely, catching my attention and causing me to turn around and see women looking up at me with a kind smile. Hey! It's Kayla! And you all know what happened last time.
Excuse me, but do you need help getting inside?
Yes, I do. That look in her eyes seemed genuine, however, I wasn't sure how she knew that I needed to get inside. Still, I appreciated the help. Yeah, that would be great, actually. She nodded with a smile before turning to face the photo shoot, taking a deep breath and letting out a loud command.
Everyone, move!
Yeah, move out of the way. Nani? She doesn't know what's going on. And she's like, bitch, why? Instead, instantly, the crowd parted to give us a clear path toward the photo shoot. The girl walked up and crossed her arms at the model and the photographer, causing them to freeze and look over.
Kayla! Hi! What do you want?
Don't need to be a bitch, but okay.
You both need to move on to another spot for your photo shoot. You're blocking people from getting inside.
This is new. I like this. The glare from the model could almost kill as she crossed her arms at Kayla's decree. The photographer, however, began to quickly pack her things and move out of the way.
Sorry, we didn't expect to go this long. We'll move.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
We? Meaning me and her, meaning Kayla? What about the rest of fuck the rest of these people. I don't give a fuck about them. Bye. Oh, now it's just me and Bae and all the rest of these people. Can the rest of these people leave so I can just make out with Bae? The model, despite shooting a glare at Kayla, followed her photographer in silence toward the back of the school. The majority of the crowd followed, leaving a handful of people, Kayla and me, standing there in the open. Thanks for that. Kayla turned and smiled at me with a nod, placing her hands behind her back.
Just doing my part in helping a new student.
How did you know that? Huh? How did you know I was new? That was odd. How did she know? But then again, maybe she was just that social that she knew everyone in school and I was an unfamiliar face. See, she seemed to chuckle and rub the back of her neck in embarrassment.
Well, I pretty much know everyone here, so you kind of stood out.
keep thinking those sirens are the cars outside, and it's not. It's the damn game. This is too real. This is too real. It's like I'm actually there. Very good job. Okay, it really is just a game. The ambient is so real, it's like I can actually be there if I just close my eyes and just tried. Ah, makes sense. Kayla, however, lowered her hand and tilted her head at me, examining my face in concentrated curiosity.
Though, I can't help but feel like I've seen you somewhere before.
I couldn't help but raise an eyebrow. I had never met her before, so how could she have seen me? Maybe it was at the mall or something? Randomly passing by? I couldn't tell. Things are getting interesting. Regardless, Kayla shook her head and waved it off.
I'm sorry. I'll let you go register in now. Have a good first day.
Register in now? Bye? Bye. And the key, of course, doesn't make any sense to you unless you play it 6 times. And it's Bay. My eyes traveled to Kayla, remembering how she helped me outside. She sat in the middle row by the window, staring in surprise at me before she smiled and waved slightly. Ah! Okay, we have to flex. We have to flex on all the people that try to take our baby girl. We gotta go, bam, step off, or I'll punch you out Jersey style. Pow! I'm gonna punch every single guy who tries to flirt with you. I'm not gonna do that. I couldn't help but smile and wave a bit back, making her giggle slightly and lower. We're a guy. I want to think that we're a guy with, like, if nothing had happened, and lower hand to her desk as if nothing had happened between us. I was a bit excited to know someone in the class, but watching Kayla's gaze lower to her lap as she bit her lip with the same smile. What was up with her? Are you kidding me? Am I dumb? She obviously thinks that you are the bee's knees. She thinks that you are the Willie to her Nelly. I don't know where I was going with that last one, but anyway. I took a breath nonetheless and introduced myself. Hello. Hello, my name is Riley. Oh, here we go. Walking to class after the tour became almost a daunting task. How did the school manage to be so huge? This is new. Despite this, I continued on walking down the hall. I was only paused by the sight of a small mob of students following and a surprisingly calm Kayla.
Kayla, what about the senior fire pit? Can we still do it before graduation?
What's going on?
Hold on. What about graduation gowns? Do you know if everyone got theirs?
Oh my god. Oh no. I stared in soft awe as Kayla answered every question thrown at her with almost effortless ease, unfazed by the fact that she was practically surrounded by students. It's like paparazzi, man. Like when you see a celebrity and they're out in public and they get swarmed by fans and paparazzi, it's like, it's so sad to look at, but I could only imagine what that's like. But it's gotta be difficult and annoying, right? Her gaze, however, traveled up to meet me, and soon we became lost in an unplanned stare-off. Kayla remained silent as the questions kept being brought up, but she only smiled at me and let the moment sink in between us. Within seconds, unnoticed by the crowd behind her, Kayla moved her gaze down the hall, returning to her answer blitz as if nothing had occurred. What the heck was that about? She likes you. See, even if that's just Michaela's voice, I know that that's Kayla's character, I still get smiley. As Michaela would say, oh, unseen, you're 100,000% too sweet. I can hear her saying it now, because she says it to me all the time. That's because I love her. Anyway, hope Sharky's doing all good. Let's do this one. You decided to go running. I'm running for those pitches, okay? Running away from the hose right to the ladies. Running into the killer's arms. As soon as I was done, I grabbed my things and headed back home, exhausted but happy with the workout. Skill 3. Booyah. Arriving at home, I felt exhausted. Sheesh. At least the first day's over. I'm reminded myself of everything that had happened and how it occurred. The next 2 weeks slowly relied on me just going and being a fly on the wall, but I didn't want to bore myself. Maybe making friends would be beneficial. Fuck friends. They just leave you. At least that's my experience. I dropped my bag by the couch in the living room and began to shuffle through the kitchen, wondering what to make for dinner. I could order out, but I was on a strict allowance.
Love makes me soar up in the sky. If someone dared to ask me why, I come crashing down and share the story of us.
Hey, honey. I just wanted to check in and see how you were doing.
I'm doing fantastic. I met this cute girl at school today, and she's so cute. Oh, hi, Mom. I was just about to make dinner.
Oh, good. Good. Well, how was your first day?
Oh, man. Yeah, I met this cute girl today. I was alright, I guess. I'm only gonna be there for 2 weeks, so I'm not really important for me to adjust to it.
Oh, honey, don't think like that. You never know. You could find yourself graduating with a new friend. Maybe even someone more than a friend.
Mom? Oh. You kidding me? I think that's the second time I did that.
Sweetie, we gotta go. The briefing is about to start.
Oh, okay.
All right, all right. Well, have a good night, honey. Your father and I love you to pieces.
Love you. Love you too, Mom. I swear, it's like there are real sirens going off, and I keep thinking that they're going down the street.
All right, settle down. Let's get to our seats before the bell rings, okay?
Oh, fuck the bell. The bell may not dismiss me, but it sure as fuck doesn't decide when I get here either. You can still play the game under your desk. Trust me, I did it, and I do it in college too.
Now, this theory may not be able to be proven, but the idea behind it is fascinating. Imagine you can do one thing here, yet do something entirely different in another thread of time.
No. What is this? What is going on? What is this? What is this? What is this? What is happening? I don't know anymore. We have to continue on. We have to do something entirely different. That's rich. Yeah, I guess so.
At the same time, what if the choices we made in one thread affected another? That would prove the theory to be correct.
Making me think on a Saturday morning. Oh wait, it's 1:17 in the afternoon. Making me it's 1:17? The more I listened, the more unrealistic the lesson became. Was this really what public school started to learn? Pff, girl, let me tell you, I went all through public school. Before I could think further, a piece of paper silently skidded across the top of my desk into my view. It was folded up almost perfectly with the letter R drawn on the top side. Was this really meant for me? I looked around. No one seemed to be interested in what was going on with me, so I couldn't tell who sent it and how. She got that flick of the wrist. Still, I was too curious for my own good. I unfolded the piece of paper, unsure of what to expect. It's Death Note. If you need help adjusting, come to the music room after lunch. Something sent a nervous shiver down my spine. Who was offering help? Why did they want me to meet them in the music room? It's my baby girl.
Riley?
Oh shit, spotted. Abort mission. Huh? Yes?
Since you seem to be disinterested in the lesson, I'm going to assume you know what theory I was describing. Can you enlighten the class as to what the theory is?
Dick butt theory. Crap, I landed myself in hot water. What the heck was the teacher talking about? Oh, is this timed? Okay, good. Let me think. Okay. Phew. I got it right. I just totally cheated. Whoops. Kayla got me in trouble. What if it's not Kayla? Plot twist. Mickey's got me on my toes. She's got me by the throat, basically. She's like, take this story. She punched me in the face with it, and I'm like, thank you. At that time, she lit me on fire with the rap battles. That was great. Well, never mind. I mean, making different choices in the same setting. Come on.
Outstanding. I apologize for assuming that you were not paying attention. Now let's continue.
This is the only time you've ever called me out. That's right. Go me. Yeah! Booyah! Let's go. Nailed it. Question was, where should I go? The note said go to the music room. Oh, the music's back. Peeked my head into the large music room, the one I thought was empty just from the silence that lingered within it. However, as my gaze wandered over to the instruments, I stopped at the piano. Aw, baby, still sleeping, sitting on the bench and laying her head on the closed grand piano was Kayla, the girl who assisted me when I first came into the school. From the look of it, she was fast asleep, unaware of anything going on around her. Looking back on it now, I clearly remember how she was able to take control of the crowd in front of the school. Was she some sort of school monitor or that like? She looked peaceful, probably in the midst of a break from her duties, so I attempted to make my way out of the room silently, hoping I wouldn't disturb her. But the creak of the door caused Kayla to sit up and look around abruptly.
I'm awake! I promise I wasn't sleeping!
Yeah, don't worry. Oh, her eyes got wide. And they got so kawaii. Oh. Kayla turned her head toward me and stared at me in surprise. After a second, she let out a sigh and slumped her shoulders, shutting her eyes in some form of relief.
Hello, Riley. I'm sorry.
Huh? Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to wake you. Kayla waved her hand dismissively and stood from the bench, walking around to stand beside it.
It's all right. I was kind of hoping you would come. I waited for a while, but then I closed my eyes and whoop, was out like a light.
Yeah. There wasn't anything wrong with napping during school, especially if you had free period to do so. Fuck that, just nap whenever I want to. At least she didn't sleep in class, but from looking at her, I didn't expect her to be the type regardless. But she was hoping that I would come. What if I didn't need help? I stepped forward and rubbed my neck nervously, unsure of how to approach this. Well, thank you for the note. I was sort of unsure of how to respond to it. Despite my dopey answer, that's a nice use of that word, Kayla simply smiled and nodded back at me.
I understand. It was just an offer. However, something told me that you would come visit me regardless.
The love I have for you? Really?
Yeah. It's like a strange pin in the back of my mind. Sort of similar to deja vu. Do you get what I mean?
Deja vu, I've not been in this place before. High on the street, and now it's my time to go. I guess I understood. I mean, I was new and never met her in my life. Deja vu usually only happens if something occurs before, but that couldn't have been the case. Or could it have been? Nevertheless, I held out my hand to her, slightly surprising her. Well, thank you for offering to help. Kayla's eyes brightened a bit as she took my hand and shook it in return.
It's my pleasure. My name is Kayla Han. As the student council president, if you have any questions about the school or whatnot, please don't hesitate to ask me.
Yeah, I don't have a question. She was the student council president, no wonder she was napping. Way to ruin the moment, asshat.
If you ever want to come in here during a free period, feel free to. The music classes that happened here were moved to classrooms, so it's completely free to relax in.
And chill.
Before everyone leaves today, I just want to remind you all that we will begin finalizing our topics tomorrow. You will be assigned one partner to work with, so don't forget to bring in multiple options. Alright, class! Today is the day you decide partners. Make sure to have your list of topics ready.
Yeah, that was my chance. This was my chance to know. I raised my hand. Excuse me?
Yes, Riley.
What about me? A hushed conglomerate of whispers rose along the rest of the class. Curious as I was, I stared at the teacher, waiting for an answer. Despite being the head of the class, teacher cleared her throat and looked at Kayla.
Miss Han, you were fully aware of the qualifications around the final project, correct?
Kayla stood in her seat, which was odd for a student to do in America's school, and smiled back at the teacher with a nod.
I am, ma'am. The rules state that any student in their 12th year of schooling will be required to participate.
Does that include transfer students?
Yeah, transfer students who transfer 2 weeks in.
There is no addendum or note about transfer students, ma'am. It simply says any student in their 12th year.
Thank you, Ms. Hahn.
Kayla sat down as the teacher once again took control of the room.
Riley, I will discuss terms with the board this evening. However, please participate today under the assumption that you will be doing a project with someone.
It was a shot. I looked around the room and noticed a lot of people staring at me in either sly distrust or amazing intrigue. I ran to think of Kayla and looked over at her. She was pretty reliable and probably had some sort of master plan since she knew ins and outs of the school and was a student council president. Kayla, however, kept her face forward but repeatedly glanced over at me like she was waiting for me to go over and choose her. I had to make a choice. I had to make a choice. Everything slowly began to move, but time seemed to almost freeze for me. It was like some sort of deity or string of fate wanted to know. Who was I going to choose?
I'm soaring high in the sky, how I long to share with you these feelings I keep buried deep inside. I wonder why your embrace makes me fly. Love makes me soar up in the sky. If someone dared to ask me why, I come crashing down and share the story of us. You make me feel so high. I am riding on the breeze. When you hold me at my ease, please never let me go. I love you so, don't let
You gotta love the little dance. So my sleeves even came down. Wait.
Child.
What? Was not expecting that.
You are in more danger than you think.
This is my second playthrough.
For now, I can protect you.
Oh wait, Kay's part of the Seduce Me world and she did the whole thing with the demons and shit.
But should you persist, I will not be able to stop fate. You have been warned.
That's all for you. The playthrough part 2. And we're gonna play it again soon enough. So just look out for the next part. If you guys like this video, make sure you give it a like, subscribe for more great content, because I'm putting out new content all the time. And I'll see y'all in the next video.